Less lethal contingencies. Alan here. So today I'm going to be doing some more follow-up shooting or follow-up testing on my Punisher build, my X-68 Pistelle. And I got in another one of those. Let's see, let me put this down here. Got in a second one of these through the T-shirt gun company, or tshirtgun.com. They sell these push on and offs for the ASA. They sell these with their CO2 tanks, or they sell them separately. I think it was about 25 bucks and then shipping. So the first one I got had a problem with the O-rings, defective O-ring inside. They're completely rebuildable. They did provide me the information that I was looking for as far as what size O-rings. So I have some of those on order so I can rebuild the first one. But we're going to test out this new one. Hopefully this one also doesn't, hopefully this one doesn't have the defective O-ring in it, since I'm still waiting on new O-rings at the moment. But yeah, I wanted to test this on I had got this for, well, a couple different projects, but a couple different builds. But I wanted to use it on the Punisher build with the Huben stock. So right now I have a GOG on and off, and we know the GOG does have resistance to it. So I'm gonna put on the Huben stock, 800 output PSI, 45, actually 42. It's pumped up to 4200 PSI right now for capacity. But I'm gonna shoot some of the 10 gram air tactical joules and kind of bleed down that air, and also measure some feet per second with the chrony. And then I'm going to degas it the rest of the way down, and then remove that GOG and reinstall this new push button on and off, and I'm going to test it as well. So I'll probably be editing in a second video once I install this, so I can pump up the bottle back up again. But I want to compare the feet per second between using the GOG on and off and using this one. I believe this one's going to be a lot less restrictive, so I want to see what it's going to do, and every little bit helps, because I only have maybe like a soft 800 PSI output on that regulator that I'm using. So we're going to go ahead and shoot. We're going to spin on this Huben Cricket stock adapter that I had put on a 4500 PSI tank. This is a 13 CI tank, 0.22 liters, I believe is how they have it sized. But when I checked, it comes out to pretty closest it comes out to is 13 CI. Again, it's got a clockable or adjustable 800 PSI output regulator on it. And right now, as you can see, we're sitting at about 4200. I could pump it up to 45, but I've heard people have different problems with the compressors and maybe burst discs and things like that. So why push it? I mean, 42 is great. It's going to give me the additional shot count, which is why I wanted this to begin with, was so that I could get through a whole drum mag. So we'll try that now. We'll see if we can get through a drum mag with it like this, and then once I'm done doing that, I'll pump it back up. I'll remove this, put the other on and off on, and then I'll do probably another video on that. I might splice the two videos in, or I may just upload them separately, depending on how long they come out. So we'll see if we can get, with the GOG on and off, with this setup, 4200 PSI, we'll see if we can get through 18 rounds, or a full drum mag that I have. But like I said, we're sitting at about 4200. So we'll give that a try. And let's go ahead and ear it up first and check for leaks. My X-68's been working really good without any leaks recently, so all right. Looks good there. Let's air her up. Yeah, everything sounds good. Got the crowny set to feet per second. So far so good. I hit that thing a couple of videos ago. Since then it's been working, but I did have one weird glitch with it where it was kind of glitching out, and then I powered it off, powered it back on, and it's been okay since then. So hopefully it continues to work all right. All right, so let's set that there. And this one's pretty loud, so I'm going to put my hearing protection in. And yeah, we'll count out the rounds and see if I can get 18 rounds out of it. Pretty sure I got 18 rounds in the gun of the 10 gram AR tactical jewels. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17. Actually, I might only have 17 in there. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like 17. All right, so we'll count on 17. So I got 17 of the 10 gram AR tactical jewels, which weigh in at 9.9 grams each. These are a 684, and my barrel is a stainless steel 11.5 inch 685 barrel. I have my Recon muzzle brake on right now. I don't have the Reaper on, so I'll probably get a little bit less feet per second out of it than I do with the Reaper. So 17 rounds. All right. Turn the laser on. All right. Let's see how many rounds we can get out of this 4200 PSI. That's what she looks like. Pretty good looking. I like it. It's pretty comfortable with this. I'm still waiting for that rubber back strap or pad for the stock. Huben's supposed to be sending it to me, but if it's coming from Germany, I don't know. All right. Drum mag, 17 rounds in the drum mag. Here we go with shot 1. 480.8. Shot 2. 464.2. Shot 3. 464 feet per second. Shot 4. 462.1. Shot 5. 463.5. Shot 6. 460.9 feet per second. Shot 7. 461.4. Shot 8. 459.1 feet per second. Shot 9. 459.4 feet per second. Shot 10. 456.6 feet per second. Shot 11. 459.3. Shot 12. 454. Shot 13. 459.5. Shot 14. 453.5 feet per second. And shots, was that 14 or 15? Shot 16, I'm going to call it. 460.4. Let me see if I can. I don't want this thing going, a follower going up into the breech. So I'm just going to double check what I have in it. Well, let's check our air pressure. About 2200 PSI. I'm not quite sure I got my count right, so I am going to degas really quick. I think I got some good numbers anyway, so let's see. Glad I stopped when I did. So there's the white plastic round, polymer round that ideally you don't want to shoot, but if you do shoot it, that you should stop at that point because you don't want that follower going up into the breech. So we're gonna stop there. I had 2 more rounds in the gun. So there was 17, 16, 15. So what did I shoot? 14, I guess, if my math's right. So I don't know. Like, I'm really happy with that because I have like 22 let me turn it off and degas. Yeah, so I got 14, 16, no, 15. Yeah. All right, so I shot 15. I had 17. I shot 15 rounds. Right, shot 15 rounds. Now the pressure's low enough I can take this thing off. That's good. I was having trouble when this thing was fully pumped. I could not get that gog off easily, so I opted to, like, you know what? Let's just do a test first and use up most of the pressure. Now it came right off. All right. So what I have here, after shooting 15 rounds of the 10 gram Air Tactical 10 gram, which are all around my feet now, I have about 20. So I started with 4,200 psi, and I have just about 2,200 psi left after shooting 15 rounds, 15 heavy rounds too. So that's pretty awesome. 13 CI tank in here. So yeah, my shot count, no problem. I'm going to be able to get 18 rounds, no problem. So I'm going to run out of ammo before I run out of air. Now that's with an 800 PSI regulator. That's actually a little on the soft side. It's not as soft as my other 800 where it's 750, but it's just a hair. When I checked it with the meter, it's like a hair, just a hair before 800 PSI. So I'm considering actually getting 1,000 PSI regulator for this. So, but until I do, I'll be using this one naturally. But I don't know, with higher pressure coming out, if I'll be using, if I'll use more air, but I'm still thinking no problem. I'm going to get my 18 rounds and then some. So yeah, I'm pretty psyched. I'm pretty psyched with this. So anyway, so I got 15, had 2 left. The only reason why I stopped was because I feel like I lost count. I couldn't remember if I was at 14 or 15, and I didn't want to run the risk of having, even shooting this plastic round, but I really didn't want to run the risk of the follower in this ADN magazine drum mag. I didn't want to run the risk of it going up into the breech and damaging this for one thing, if not damaging something else. So, or getting stuck in there. So yeah, that's I would say this is fantastic. This Huben cricket is worth the money. I mean, this piece itself was not very expensive at all. What did I pay? Like $40 for this piece, and then shipping, it was like another $25 in shipping or something. But yeah, and then the bottle, I think I paid maybe another $30 for the bottle, the regulator, cost of shipping. Actually, I may have gotten free shipping on the bottle through AliExpress. The regulator, I think, was somewhere around $45. So all in all, I'm probably in, well, there was also an adapter here. But I would say all in all, I'm probably into it for, I don't know, maybe $130, $150. Well worth it for me anyways. Well worth it for me. It's a stock, it's a tank, it's a regulator, it's all in one right here. So this is working pretty good. So anyway, so that's that test. The next video, like I said, I may just splice it into this one. You'll know when you're watching it. Or I may choose to upload them into separate videos. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, I'm probably going to have to clock this. But I got lucky with the GOG where it just turned out it was clocked perfectly. But with this regulator, I got the one where you can adjust it. You loosen these set screws and you can clock it the way you want. So unless I get lucky again, I'm probably going to have to clock this when I go to put this one on. I'll have to pump this back up to 4200 so that the test is accurate, and then I'll repeat the test and shoot another 15 rounds. And I want to see if there's any feet per, if I get any. Actually, I don't need to drain. I just got to pump this back up. I want to see if I get any increase in feet per second. Is essentially what I'm looking at, because I do believe that GOG on and off is restrictive, and I'm hoping that this is less restrictive, which I believe it is, but only way I'll know is testing it. So that is what I'm going to do next, and I will thank you for watching. Hopefully you all having a great weekend. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Mother's Day. I know we did here. We celebrated my wife and my mom, and it was a wonderful Mother's Day. It was a great, great day. And now things have settled in a little bit. So back to having a little bit of fun here. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and peace out. All right, I'm back. Part 2. Okay, so we tested and we got, what did we get? 15 rounds, I think. Still had 22 after 15 rounds of the 10-gram AR Tactical Jewels. Still had like 2200 PSI left. Started off with 4200 PSI in the Huben Power stock. And yeah, so after 15 rounds, we still had 2200 PSI. Okay, that was with the GOG on and off, which I believe to be restrictive. So I have removed the GOG on and off, and I have installed the on and off selector that I got. Actually, it's on the gun, that's right. The on and off selector here. Okay, this is the one that I got from tshirtgun.com, and we're going to give that a try, and we're going to capture feet per second on it and see if it's any better, any less restrictive, see if we have any increase in feet per second. I already know that I can easily get a drum mag, 18 rounds. I mean, I got the 15, still had 2200 PSI left of capacity, so no problem getting the whole drum at this point. So there's no reason for me to shoot a whole nother drum. So what I'm going to do is just probably shoot about, I don't know, 4, 5, maybe 6 rounds out of the drum magazine, just so that I can capture some feet per second at the bottle's higher pressures, starting off of 4200 PSI, and compare it. And with any luck, this on and off will function properly as designed. It will not only turn on, but it will hopefully turn off as well, this particular one. And then, yeah, if everything goes well, then fantastic. So I'm going to start off by airing it up. And we do indeed have, actually this time, I guess I stopped about 4,000 PSI, it looks like. Yeah, so the Huben Power stock, I pumped it back up to about 4,000 PSI, or looks to be about close to 25 MPa. So the Huben Cricket stock end here comes with this gauge built in. It works off of MPa only, it looks like. So it's about 25 MPa. However, the 800 output PSI gauge does have regulator has a gauge, and it's showing about 4,000 PSI capacity. All right. So let's go ahead. This is in the off position right now, as you can see. Okay, the larger part of the slide here, when it's out that way, that would be off. And then you push it in this way to turn it on. Or, I guess another way of saying it is it's in the open position now. You push it in to put it in the closed position. I already got this clocked. I had to adjust the regulator. It's one of those adjustable kind. And it was clocked just fine. Oh, there we go. All right. It's just got tight, that's all. There. All right. So that's clocked in the position properly. Looks good. All right, not hearing any leaks. The switch is still in its off position. So I'm going to turn it on, let it air up, and check it for leaks. Sounds good. Had a nice crisp bolt activation. Everything sounds good there. Put that down for a second. We'll put my ear protection in. And then we'll shoot, we'll shoot like 6 rounds, I guess, just to get some feet per second. Curious to compare to see if there's a difference between this new push on and off compared to the GOG on and off. All right, we got the cranny set up for feet per second. We have a drum mag here of the AR Tactical Joules, the 10-gram Joules, same ammunition I was using before. There we go. Turn the laser on. All right. We'll do 4 to 6 shots. Okay. Shot 1. 466.1. Shot 2. 472.9. Shot 3. 470 feet per second. Shot 4. 468.6. Shot 5. 470.2. And shot 6. 466.1. All right, that's 6 rounds of the 10-gram AR Tactical Joules. All right, let's flip this from the on. Actually, let's unload it first. Let's unload her. She is empty. She is empty. So she's pretty much safe. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the on and off switch from its on position, which it's in, and I'm going to flip it to its open or off position. Okay, and now I'm going to degas what the air that I have in here through the handle here, and hopefully it just degasses and that's it. Feel the bolt releasing. Much better. All right, so I got a good one this time. I got some good O-rings in this on and off selector. All right, so the only thing that's left really is just to basically compare the feet per second, which by the time you see this video, you'll already know what I don't know yet, I suppose. So, yeah, just going to turn this off. Take this right off now. There we go, easy enough. There we go. So we have the new on and off. Worked out really good. So we'll see. We'll see if this is any less restrictive than the GOG branded one. Now I only shot 6 rounds. Like I said, I already know that I'm gonna be able to get a whole drum without, with air in reserve. So after the 6 rounds, we went from 4,000 down to 3,000. Okay, we have 3,000 capacity left, and that was just the 6 rounds. So 3,000 capacity, and it's just about at 20 MPa for the MPa gauge. Okay, yeah, 3,000 PSI. So not bad, not bad at all. And again, I was really hoping, the reason why I wanted to build this was because I was hoping to be able to get at least 18 rounds, a drum mag. That new ADN drum mag it holds basically, it might hold a little bit more than 18, but I was really interested in something that held 18, 20 rounds. So no sweat. I mean, that thing's going to get it for me. Whereas my 7, obviously, my 9 CI, even my 3,000 capacity 13 CI was not going to give me that. But this 13 CI 4,500 PSI tank filled the 4,000, 4,200 or so. Clearly has given me no problems at all. The full drum mag, 18 rounds, and then some. I think we're going to get more than that. Another day I'll test out exactly how many we're going to get. But, and it looks like the shots, the feet per second stayed consistently in that first test as well. The first test with the GOG. It looked pretty consistent, the feet per second. So I'm happy with that. So the numbers will be updated by the time you see this. And I hope you're having a great weekend. And yeah, so that's the test. Peace out.